Music has been part of my life for as long as I can remember. I started writing songs when I was 8 years old, not because anyone told me to, but because it was the only way I knew how to make sense of the world around me. Music became the place where I felt understood, grounded, and safe, even when everything else felt overwhelming. As a kid, I didn't always fit in. I fell in love with classic rock at a young age. The Beatles, Billy Joel, Journey, Def Leppard, music that carried vulnerability and truth. That connection shaped who I am as an artist, but it also made me feel different from my peers. Around that same time, a serious injury led to years of severe anxiety and eventually an OCD diagnosis. Those years were incredibly difficult, with long stretches of depression and isolation. But even then, music never left me. Writing songs became my anchor, the one place where I could quiet my mind and remind myself that I was worth something. Because of that journey, I became a therapist. Supporting others through mental health challenges is now central to my life, and music remains how I process and stay grounded. For a while, especially during my education, music had to take a back seat. I was burned out and unsure how to hold space for both callings. But now, for the first time in years, I'm fully stepping back into my identity as an artist, stronger, clearer, and more intentional than ever. My name is Julie Blue, and this is my fundraising campaign.
Try and keep my head above water.
Every piece of music I've released has been completely self-written, self-recorded, and self-produced. Over the years, I've performed across the country, from upstate New York and New York City to West and South Texas. And I've been incredibly honored to see my music resonate with audiences in so many different places. One of the most meaningful moments of my career came in 2018 when I won the Josie Music Award for the Best Female Pop Artist of the Year, selected from more than 13,000 independent artist submissions. I've also been nominated multiple times for the Josie Music Awards, the International Singer-Songwriter Awards, performed live on television, sung the national anthem at major collegiate athletic events, and been featured on radio stations and podcasts across the country. I've released 5 singles so far, with my latest, Nail Biter, dropping in February of this year. This project represents both a creative rebirth and a deeper commitment to vulnerability, connection, and honesty, not just through my music, but through how I show up for my listeners. It's an intentional exploration of mental health, resilience, and the courage it takes to ask for help. Having lived through anxiety, OCD, and depression, and now working professionally as a therapist, I understand both the internal battle and the stigma that surrounds seeking support. This EP dives directly into those realities. It challenges the silence, confronts the shame, and invites open conversation. Beyond personal healing, this project also touches on broader themes of social awareness and justice, the pressure to perform, the cost of burnout, the ways systems and expectations impact our mental well-being. These songs are not just personal confessions. They are reflections of what so many people are quietly carrying. To help bring this next phase to life, I've partnered with Edgewater Music Group, who are helping me raise the funds needed to properly record, release, and market this music. And we already have major label distribution lined up, which gives this project a real opportunity to reach far beyond what I could do on my own. But the truth is, making big moves in the music industry is expensive, especially as an independent artist. Studio time, production, visuals, promotion, publicity, it all adds up quickly. I've done everything myself for years, and while that independence has shaped me, I've reached a point where I need support to take this project to the level it deserves. And that's why I'm asking for your help. This is a donation-based campaign, meaning your contribution is processed immediately and goes directly towards making this record possible. And we've already got really cool rewards lined up for everyone as a thank you for your support. Merch, private shows, unique access. You could even be the executive producer of the new record I'm making. But here's the tough part. If we don't reach our goal, the project doesn't move forward and your money gets refunded. So every single contribution really matters. My hope is that this record doesn't just entertain, it validates. It reminds people that struggling does not make you weak, that asking for help is strength, and that their stories matter. Thank you for believing in independent artists, for supporting music made from honesty and intention, and for being part of this next chapter with me.